coming through. I got I'm mic'd up. All right. So what do you want to do? You want to work on this block a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Come here, let me talk you through what I'm thinking. You got this established, okay?
Yeah.
It needs to be a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, this is what I'm looking at the front of the canopy. So right here, I've just extended this angle out.
Mm-hmm.
When you lay this over your plan view, and I sight down, this is what I need to take off.
Yep. Got a bandsaw, whack it off. Gonna get out the belt sander and
Yeah, I could do that too.
I think it sands faster than it planes.
Well, this is how I did mine. I'll show you. Come in here.
Before he got started on this, I was planing and sanding on this, messy. I turned that all smurfy. But we're trying to get a canopy for this Razorback. And Dan is going to pull a canopy. I'm not in a big rush to get out of here. It's 3 o'clock. Let's see here. Out with this. And my channel, Take 2 Live. I just want to check the audio because I have a hard time getting you guys to tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Yep. Tell me what's going on. Okay, it's working. I see Dan fidgeting with some extension cords.
Ate so much lunch, I couldn't hardly bend over and get that extension cord.
Yeah, let me tell you something about lunch. This guy, if I lived around him, I'd weigh 300 pounds. When we're done here, Dan is going to take his blower and blow all this blue dust into the neighbor's yard.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like butter.
Yeah, I don't have a belt sander like that though. I don't have a block plane either.
All right, let's see. Let's
It's pretty pronounced, you know, as far as up and down like this.
Yep. It's not like this. It's like this.
Yeah, it's.
So you're saying a lot of this has to come in, right?
Oh yeah. You know what? Hold on. We need to get it as wide as it needs to be because it's way too wide.
Yep. And then work it down from there.
Yep.
So Tell you what, take that C-temp and give me a template of the exact footprint.
Where's the X-Acto knife?
Set it back here on the bench. Let me get you a new blade. That one's getting dull.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a template of the footprint of this canopy. Remember, we can be big, but we can't be small.
Yeah, well, you can stretch it out a little bit, but it's not a best case scenario if you have to go too far. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
What I'm going to attempt to do, this frame here, I'm going to make a wooden piece that fits here.
This thing's big.
But it's going to attach the plastic, sandwich the plastic.
There we go. It's a little big. It's not, you were bumping the bench when I was going straight, so it's not perfect.
So on this canopy, is it flat in front
It goes around like that.
and it's pointed,
Yeah.
or it's curved?
It's curved in,
Yeah.
you know, but it's only curving from about this far back. It's not
Right.
like,
Right.
oh, right here.
Yep.
But make it as long as this thing is here.
All right.
You're gonna cut it on a table saw.
Yeah, or anything. Just,
Try to speed things up.
yeah. So
It's hot.
it's bubbled in front. It's rounded. There's no flat spots.
No, it goes around more into a point than anything.
Yeah.
You can see it right here.
Okay. I got you.
But you can't have it a real point because then it won't mold right. So
Yeah, it's got to be radius.
oh boy, it's hot out. Very humid. I know what that steak tasted like. It tasted like that smell. You know what that steak tasted like, Dan? You can't hear me. back. If this don't turn out right, I'll make a bubble top.
It'll be all right.
Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Nope. 9 and 3. And of course this gets round, but this is way too much on there.
Take this down.
Yeah,
This is rounded.
yeah, just a little, you know,
Yeah.
it's got a radius on it.
This needs to come in.
Yep. Wait a minute. Yeah, see, it's
Yep.
got to cut all that off.
Yep.
Trying to stay out of the way of the dust. The dust is unbelievable. I've seen the original plug, and it's like I say, it's a triangle like that.
Yeah. Yep. So this really needs to come in here.
Yep. From,
Yep.
you know,
Yep. Who had the original?
Billy.
Who's got it now?
I sent it back to Chris Rudd.
Okay.
But we couldn't have pulled with it because it was up on a stick. And we couldn't pull it because it was sticking up on a stick. They had been just pushing it down over the stick. You know?
Right.
So I sent it back to them.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yep.
Just got to carry that down to the bottom.
Yeah.
You think that's going to stay in there?
Now it looks like from your mold box towards the back, it pinches in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean about turning into a Smurf?
Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear us okay? I think we're coming through. I'm not sure. Testing. I guess I could mute that noise. Yeah, I got the noise turned off. Can you guys hear us okay? Sound is fine. Okay, great. Great. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting there. So I think once you get down to this point, you want to be careful. Try to get out of the belt sander mode. These planes, you got to over back them, get the backlash out, and then come forward. Let's see here. Work it back out.
We're building a Pinewood Derby car. This is a Bluewood Derby car.
So you're talking about the top here, you're talking about a gentle radius, aren't you?
Yeah, it's gentle radius.
we're not going to lose your line there.
That's good. And this is like the size of a quarter, you know. Around, I'll do that with
Round it, yeah.
file.
So you're saying you're coming in like this?
Yep, that's good right there. Isn't that what it looks like on the plans?
Yep.
I mean, it might be a little more, but it also, well, it doesn't matter because I can, when I mold it, I can put it on any way I want.
Right.
It's higher in the front than it is in the back.
Get so many drawers with stuff in it.
This has got to lean back a little farther.
Okay. Here's a sanding block I bought at Toledo years ago. Look at this thing. It takes a standard belt, I'm not sure what size, for like a belt sander.
Got to lean back.
See where they got the tensioners in there?
Yeah.
How much more lean back you think? Right in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe if you leave that flat like that, and then we just round it. Kind of an oddball shape, isn't it?
There's a lot going on. A lot going on with that canopy with the...
Still not quite far enough. Come and look at it. Still not...
It tucks in the back.
Yeah, it's going to pull in.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it back some more, a few more degrees.
Come all the way to the end,
Yeah.
to the bottom. I should have kept that mold buck. Here comes your brother.
Yeah, there he goes. Saturday afternoon.
I should have kept that mold buck until we made one.
Get that thing tightened down. See what we got there. See what that, what do you think?
I think it's too short now. Damn.
All right, we'll clean it up.
No, the whole thing is too short.
Let me see.
In order to make it long enough, you got to drop the top. But
Let me see. We can do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. We got extra down here, see? So we're right where we need to be there.
so you got to drop the top a
Yeah.
half inch,
Yeah.
and then TP it.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought not to make it into such a point. I don't know.
Well, I think it has a subtle point to it, but I mean, I think we're way oversized. I mean, we got a lot to work with. Sort of split the difference there.
Mm-hmm.
Edge you can. And the same block here. See if we can ease into it a little bit.
Man, it's hot. Humid.
Yeah, there's not much air movement either. Now just remember, you're out here in the winters, freezing your tail off.
Oh yeah.
You'll be back in January and said,
Man, I wish it was hot.
yeah, you got anything done on your plane? No, not yet. Hey, I got this free flighter going. So from this point, I think we can work into a nice triangle.
Dan the Composite Man.
Oh, it is the standing, right?
I've done enough of that. Is that 80 grit?
Yeah, it's either 60 or 80.
What kind of horse do you call this?
Called a jaw horse. And
You know what a Cooper is?
no,
A Cooper makes buckets and wooden barrels.
okay.
They sit on a table, on a bench,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and they push down on a thing and it clamps the wood.
yeah. It's sort of like one of these, but a seated version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seen them use them, but I didn't know what it was called.
Well, I don't know what it's called either.
Well, a Cooper, I mean.
Yeah, that's the guy who makes the buckets.
Okay, that's not the bench's name.
No. The guy who makes the buckets is a Cooper. And believe it or not, there's still a call for that trade.
Yeah. You know, there's still a call for just about any older trade. I mean, not as many people do it, but there's enough restoration work and nostalgia people out there that that's right, we don't have a belt for this thing, do we? Yeah. Trying to remember where I've got extra belts here. If I do have one for that.
And we're getting close to the shape. What do you do? There it is.
You know, when I looked at a machine shop, I had all the belts I could get and needed. They get them wore so far and they throw them in the trash and I'd take them. You know, they weren't perfect for what they were doing, but I'd use them.
You don't have one, huh?
No. I could go down a dirt hole and try to dig for it, but I don't know. Let me hit it with the belt sander from this angle.
We'll keep it about that wide.
Yeah, all the way down.
Yeah, and we'll try to make it that wide all the way down.
Back, yeah. And then we'll put the radius on top of that.
Yeah, because that's what it looks like. Let's see here. It says Rockwell stamping. Let me pull this back so I can read this. Okay. I've got to run. Okay, take care. Chandlers they make candles. Names about jobs the person did. You can buy them on Amazon. You see, Dan's a cabinet maker, so he needs stuff like that. I'm a model airplane maker, and I don't need stuff like that. Let me know when you're done belt sanding.
Okay.
I just figured out what the taste was in my steak. Did you hear me, Dan? Dan, the taste in my steak was that stuff. I bet you.
Yeah, probably. It's got that plastic taste.
Yeah. But don't worry. Eat a bushel of dirt before you die. I've inhaled more paint, sawdust, and fumes. What do you think? Is this going to work?
Oh yeah, it's getting close, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Get it close. I'll finish it up in Dayton.
Well, the fun part is when you're actually doing a final finish sanding. Once you get it 320, you're working this stuff down, you know, and it's all starting to come together. That's when it's fun. And you're finally getting that slick finish on it. All I'm trying to do now is keep the symmetry in it, you know, trying to keep this thing to where it's not getting out of whack. These guys are tuning in, thinking, dang, I didn't know Brad Chad was out there on Saturday. That's the kind of stuff he does, isn't it?
He's a hammer mechanic.
Hammer.
You know, now that I think about it, I think that is about the right width there on the top.
Yeah.
It goes around, you know.
Yeah. So basically, you want to line this up.
Yep.
Get a straight line, and then you're just going to radius it. One of the things I try to do is I try to swipe it like that as you're going. You don't want to get any flat spots in it towards the end. So I try to wipe it. See the low spots right there?
Oh, yeah. I was born tonight, but not last night.
I'm not telling you anything, are I? Am I? So, yeah.
John does that to me all the time. Okay, John. I got it.
So really, with this right here, you probably have enough of a profile you can work it in.
Oh, yeah.
With what you have in St. Louis. Well, wait a minute, Dave, you're going back that way.
Yeah. I'll be doing it all by hand.
Yeah, so right now, do 60, 80 grit and then keep working it and work it down to 220, 320. I think this is going to form beautiful because you don't have any places for it to really pinch.
Except for the nose here.
Well, it'll go, well, just take that down.
Yeah.
You know. And the other thing you got to remember, we're not doing a scale airplane here. As long as it fits that turtle deck and it looks like a P-47, you know, you're not going to line that up with somebody's preview.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Okay, you can do your vacuum forming. Are you going to make a square?
Yes, and it's going to go across the bottom. Is that what you're talking about?
That thing that you made there, I would just leave it alone, and I would make a square frame, just like a picture frame. Yeah. Two of them. Clamp the plastic in between them. You come over here, you turn on the vacuum, you go foot and set it down, and it's done.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, this is my second one. This is my top of my frame.
Yeah, but it's too small.
No, it's not.
Okay.
This one's bigger.
It's
the
not.
frame's too small.
It's not square. I mean, it's going to pull weird, but you could try it.
Yeah.
You could try it.
Okay. Look at it. It's full of dust. Look at the camera's full of dust.
Everything's full of dust. Better get out the blower. Oh, I better turn on your mic.
Wait a minute. I better turn on my mic.
No, you can't.
I just did.
You did. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, I got the camera back. Even though I got it back, it's full of blue. It's a Smurf. I'm going to stand right there, and he's going to hit me with the blower.
Let me see what I got in my scrap bin here. I got all this wood here. And look at this. Whoops. Yeah, this will work. One Craig pocket screw and it'll be good to go.
I'll just sit out in front of my apartment, sand on this into the grass.
You know what? I'm just going to use that table.
Got a piece of 80 or 36 grit, you know, just a piece of paper. I want to hand sand on this a little bit. Get this radius in here. This sanding block will wear you out. It's about 20 pounds.
Just about anything will wear you out in this heat. Except sitting in under a shade tree drinking a lemonade. Let's see, what is the date? End of July. We'd be flying in the nets. Wouldn't we? This the normal date?
Yep.
Look at the air. Look at this air movement.
I know.
I cut up some plastic one time. Recycled plastic for like a landscape timber. This thing's still kicking out plastic dust.
Did you have a piece of sandpaper or not?
Piece of sandpaper for what?
For this, I just want a, you know, small piece of sandpaper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I can radius it.
Yeah. What do you think? 80 grit or what?
We can try 80.
Once you get down to this stage, it sands easy enough to where you can skip a grit. It's not super critical. That's 80. See, it's coming in all right, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
So if you do a section that's 80, this is 180. Turn around and face the camera there. Let's see what you're doing. And then hit it with this. It's going to be like butter.
I don't know about all that, but
Oh, it will.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could get that out of it.
Get what out of it?
This right here on the end.
Let me see.
It's flat on the end.
Right here?
Yeah. Both sides. It doesn't sound as easy as balsa wood, like you said. But
No, basswood.
no, it don't sound as easy as basswood. It sounds like composite material. John says, why do you want to build another Thunderbolt? I just want to. You think I can make her 60 ounces or less?
I don't know.
This is a big mama.
I'd like to stood right next to Billy when he built his.
He has magic wood. That's the only thing I can think of.
You know, Walker and Warwidge and all those Fitzgerald furniture. Nobody really understands how many tricks they pull out of their hat. That's unattainable to other people. And I'm not the biggest trickster out there. You know, I'm just a regular guy that's built some stuff. But that's what we're trying to do here, is throw enough information out there so maybe a year or two, if somebody wants to go back and see how something's done, at least they'll have a record of it. I know Al Ray, you know, towards the end of his life, he tried to get out there and put some information out, but I think that eventually these people will be looking for this information to do this stuff again. It all comes back around, you know, and it's starting to now.
Yeah, if you don't get it out there, it's lost.
Yeah. All I'm doing here, Spark, is trying to work the fat out of here.
Yeah.
Take it down. See, there's more to come out of here. But, you know, I'm just trying to zero in on that flat spot. You got a lot of extra here. But I think overall, I mean, it's going to look, you're going to cut it here, but it's going to be on the money when it's done.
Should be close.
So close, it'll be perfect.
Be close enough for who it's for.
Well, you get that done. Hold on to that plug. And I'm going to get a hold of AMA and I'm going to buy those plans. I didn't even know they existed. I've been out of it for so long. I'm going to get a set of those plans, and then if I ever do decide, I'll have the canopy and everything I need. You guys that want a canopy, talk to Sparky. Once he gets this plug done, he's going to be selling these for, what did you say, $2 a piece?
Yeah, sure.
$2 a canopy. You got a minimum of 2. The second one's 18, wasn't it? So it'd be 20 even for 2.
No.
This little machine here is indispensable for certain things. Little Craig jig.
I was going to buy one, but I don't do enough cabinet work.
Clean that lens up. There's so much dust on it. Yeah, they're a one-trick pony, pocket holes.
That's all it does. I'm gonna hit it with 180 now and see what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it coming along?
You think I ought to put the frame on it?
You know, I put the frame on it, but I painted on. I wouldn't actually put it on.
Do it the old way with the superfill?
Yeah, just put a skim coat of superfill, tape it off, you know, so either that or don't even put the superfill, just paint the frame on the canopy and just flatten and buff right over it. Otherwise, you gotta, it's hard to get that really good finish. Not a scale finish, I'm talking about one of these stunt finishes with a brazed up canopy panel.
I didn't think it was going to come into being, but it did. In a second here, I'll show you guys what we got. This is a 180. I got to drop all the way to 600, but I got to get all these scratches out of it.
Yeah, you're asking me about this Type Bond 3.
Yeah, we can bring it out. It's is it still on?
Let me find out. You're asking me about this Type Bond 3 being waterproof. When I was building this trailer, I was making these drawer boxes with it. And I measured one. It was the wrong size, but it was already glued together and nailed. So I took it and threw it on the side of the house. Getting ready to throw it in the trash next week. It rained all week. And after 3 or 4 days in the rain, I eventually picked it up and tried to break it, and it wouldn't come apart. So yeah, it is waterproof, and if you use an 18 gauge brad nail and this Type Bond 3, it's not going to come apart on you.
Still running?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which stream. I got the last stream 2 hours ago. Let me see here. Let me catch up to the latest one. Yeah, part 2. Let me see what we got. When I shoot with the GoPro, I put it on my app on my phone. So when I adjust the camera, I can look down at my phone instead of looking in the viewfinder at the GoPro, which is automatically shut off after 2 minutes. So that's how I line my camera off my phone app. Yeah, you're in the, I think you're in the view.
Now you guys know why I didn't want to build a Razorback the first 5 times. This stupid canopy.
Yeah, you're in the. I think you're in the view.
You gotta turn it off, it'll be echoing.
Yeah.
I borrowed the canopy plug from Billy, but he had it sitting on a stick, on a dowel. I guess they didn't have a vacuum box, they just pulled it over.
Yep. Just pull it out of the oven and slap it right over the top of the plug. That's how I made all my stunt canopies before now. I guess it's called a stretch molding. Now this Craig jig thing, once you get the angles cut, and if they're right angles, when you put these screws in, they'll stay true.
Yeah, we'll sell you this mold here for $500.
You know what?
And it wouldn't be worth it.
If that was a composite shop where somebody had to put in a CNC mill or a CNC router, that piece right there would be $1,000 or more if you went to a legitimate composite shop. And let's say somebody did spend $1,000 on that thing, and they pull 5,000 canopies, it would amateurize out, they'd make money. So, let me get the right size on my box here. Tell you what. I'm going to put this thing in there. Get it lined up.
Not big enough. We'll see.
You know what? I love it when Sparky starts to doubt me. It motivates me like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know what?
You'll make it work, huh?
Yeah. Hey,
Good luck.
you'll see me pull a vacuum. I'll get out the heat gun. I'll jump up and down on it. I'll do whatever I can. I'm gonna get a.
What do you think the next grid of paper is here?
What do you got? That's 180.
Yeah, 180.
And top right corner of that box over there.
Where, this one?
My rolling cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 320. I know you like 320.
Yeah.
And get some 320 out of there. And then there's 400, 600.
Big part.
I think everything's in that drawer you need. Thank God for a breeze. You want a water? I'm about ready to go in there, or I'm getting one out of the truck. I got to get something to drink.
Yeah, water be good. It's hot. I'll have to go get me another thing, seeing as a kid swiped one.
I knew that was coming. Julie said, "Whose are these?" Because the kids were eyeballing them.
Don't matter. I was a kid once.
Hey, they don't care. Okay, the idea here is, here's my frame. I'm going to stick some plastic in there. I'm going to take my brad nail and go bang, 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 bang. Wham!
You better put another frame on the top of it to hold it, pinch it together.
Oh, no, the plastic's going here. This is the frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so far, this is the mold, the plug. Keep sanding. That's 400.
You see what you need in there?
Oh yeah. 320 first.
You know what? You're going to mess around long enough here and you're going to end up with a plug.
I didn't tear it very good. Oh well. Get John's good scissors to cut that with. He loves that.
Good scissors?
He's got one good pair of scissors, and he always tells me, "Don't cut sandpaper with my scissors."
Hey, I had a chisel one time. It would shave your arm. I worked on that thing, lapped it in. It was like a mirror finish. I had it in my toolbox or tool bag, wrapped up, and
Somebody use it as a concrete.
he comes in there. The other carpenter I was working, he comes in. He said, "Hey, you got a chisel?" Now, what did he say? Wait a minute. He said, I forget what he asked for, but I said, no. He said, looked down, he said, you needed a pry bar.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I said, no, I don't have one, but it's in the truck. He said, oh, he looked down in my box or a tool bag. He said, oh, this will work. Grabbed my chisel. I thought, if he comes back and there's one nick on that blade. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
We saved you some steak and Brussels sprouts.
Hey, Sparky's going to need some help with these audio-visual equipment.
With this audio-visual equipment?
Yeah, Presley knows about it. He'll be able to help him out. They didn't seem to want any steak and Brussels sprouts.
No, I don't understand why.
It looked like they got a Mr. Icy or something.
This turned out really good, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I knew it would. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just getting there, you know. Once you get the general shape, it's a matter of just going through the motions like you're doing now.
Sweat equity. There's plenty to sweat with here.
Hey, we have everything but the tears. We have the sweat and the blood last time.
Yeah.
Look at that, will you?
Yeah, we'll see it.
Oh man, it's gonna work so good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How many canopies you pulled?
How many have I pulled?
Yeah.
Thousands.
Okay.
In my dreams. Thousands in my dreams.
Okay.
No, to be honest with you, probably a half dozen. I pull basically one canopy for a stunner, and that was it. Once I got my one, that was it. I went on to something else. One of the first ones I did was just what Billy did with the stick. He got the Lexan or whatever it was at the time, PETG.
You take the 180? You did.
Yeah. You need it?
Yeah, for a second.
I'll use this.
I got a scratch here I want to get out. John's gonna go, man, we're gonna need some of that stuff. Good stuff. Hard to work with though. You say it's easy, but
Well, you saw my sander.
I know it is super messy.
Yeah. Well, the guy told me to call him back in a month, which is 2 or 3 weeks now. See if he has any more scrap.
Buy it and
Yeah.
I'll give you half or whatever.
The deal was, for the guys listening, I go down to this composite shop and I try to buy some scrap off of them. And it's the real deal. It's the stuff they use to make
Funny car bodies, Indy car bodies,
all kinds of neat stuff that's real.
aerospace shit.
And they get all this stock piled up that they don't need, or just blocks of odds and ends, and I buy them. Well, I called him up and he said, well, their supplier, their tooling board, wasn't able to come up with tooling board. They were running short just like everything else these days. So they're trying to hoard their scraps. So I think what they need, if they need a block this long, they take 2 scraps and they glue it together. But they didn't want to let go of the parts they had just in case they needed it. So if the supply ever comes back, we'll be able to get scrap again, I think. And there's another place on the south side of Indy, out of town, but they sold tooling board, and I'd go in there and I'd try to get scraps off of them, cut off, small odds and ends. Which really, if you're in the modeling business and you order a 4x sheet, you're wasting your money, because if you have to cut a 4x sheet up in blocks like that, you might as well just buy scrap if you can get it. Because otherwise you're paying full price for the 4x8 sheet.
Billy's mold was just wood.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well,
but wood will leave grain.
yeah. The thing is with this stuff, I'm almost positive once you get it sanded, you can knock out thousands of them.
Man, that's nice. That's good stuff. We did a little sweat equity here and ended up with a horn and bell cranks and a canopy mold. Big help to Dan for belt sanding it for me. I didn't want to stand next to that blue dust anyway. In a second here, I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay, I'm back. Here's a cold water. Here, put this water right over this blood stain.
Yeah. Yeah, I left you that so you'd remember me.
Yep.
Got any 600 in that thing? I'm ready for it. 600 and we're done, right?
I'll let you be the judge.
What is your sand with?
600, I think. Probably wore out 600.
Yeah, but is there something else on it? Because it's a different color.
Yeah, HTR 250.
Whatever that is.
Yep.
Wax?
No, resin.
So we need to coat it with that.
You can, but I think it'll be all right without it. See, now really, for all practical purposes, as far as the plastic's concerned, this is as smooth as that.
Where's the 600?
I think it's buried on the right.
Yep. Let's go back to 100 grit. Start all over here.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, I had to go back to 180 to get that scratch out. So how long does that stuff you're talking about take to dry?
Oh, probably a day.
Yeah, we'll forego it.
Yeah, it's the same stuff I make the landing gears out of.
I just put wax on it, if anything. Except I don't think you can do that. No. I don't remember what we did. Did we? I don't think we used mold release on it.
No, once you get that thing sanded, you'll be all right. Okay, the idea, I'm going to get a piece of plastic this size, sandwich it down here, and then screw it down with these. I'm going to pre-drill it.
Let me see if we're still on. We are still on Saturday at Dan's. Let's see, I've got to go to the store. Okay, see ya. Buy them on Amazon, yeah. Sure nice. I don't know who this is. Nice sitting there at the. Yeah, come on. Sitting in the easy chair, watching in the AC, watching you guys work. Yeah. But you know what? I'll have this when I'm done. What will you have?
You'll have a peace of mind, relaxation. I don't blame you.
That's nice.
Well, the idea is, Bob, once I get this thing laid out, if these screws work, they're not permanent, but I'll put thread inserts into this frame.
Yeah,
and I'll use Allen head screws into the brass thread inserts.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too geared up yet.
Well, that's what I said. I got to figure out if it works before I go spend too much time on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on a failed process.
How come you made your box oblong? Why don't you just make it square?
Save on plastics.
Oh. And we'll get a canopy molded out with this today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And I'll take it to John's and we'll mold some more.
Yep.
I know what I can do. I can mold two, put one over the other, cut it out for the frame, and put one over the other.
That's exactly right. You can. And then paint the frame.
Right.
And that's the last thing you put on.
Right.
Another thing, once you get that made and you get one canopy pulled and it's perfect, you take that canopy and support it and you fill it with
plaster?
Well, it's sort of like that, but a guy gave me something that works perfect. It's sort of between plastic and concrete. Plaster. It's beautiful. Comes out like
Plasticrete.
I don't know.
So that makes another mold.
Yes. So then you have so really that's your master and you can pull off the others. So I mean, if you want to go that route. But a buddy of mine's got a 5-gallon bucket of this stuff. And that's how he duplicates his canopies.
Yeah, that's how John did his Nobler. He took the Giske Nobler and poured plaster into the crappy canopy, made a mold, and then
went from there.
Yep.
I'm so sure this is going to work the first time. I'm going to cut 3 pieces of plastic.
Oh, good. All right, here we go. This is the final product. I can't see.
That's with 600.
Yep. Turn this way so I can. There we go. This is the final product. Smooth as a baby's behind. Oh. Carrying my cans up there. Get them out. What we got going on here?
There you go.
Okay.
I'll get you another pair of plans.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, it's not exactly perfect. It's a little short. I guess I could put a 1/2 inch on the backside in balsa, or glue another piece of this on it. It's not. It's a little short, 1/2 inch.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You're going to use this much, right? But you want it longer?
Look, if I put it there,
Yeah.
and I bring it down to where it is, it's a little short, but nobody will notice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how you'd compensate for that.
A little piece of wood on the back of this or something,
Yeah.
or a piece of this board.
Do that.
Except I don't have any here. I left the piece in St. Louis that I cut off.
Right. You still have it though?
Yeah, it's in St. Louis.
Okay.
But I still needed to cut this off because this was the wrong shape. It was too,
Right.
wasn't long enough.
Right. Well, the block you had was all right, but it just is an odd shape. What you needed is a big flat one. You had a funny shaped block, you know.
But if I just epoxy another piece of this to it, it'll just have a line there, which...
Oh, you won't even see the line when you got done sanding it. If you epoxy it with 250 and you coat the whole thing with 250 resin, it'll all blend together and it'll be basically seamless. You know, you're not going to notice, you're not even going to pick up on it. And honestly, if you're in a composite shop, they do that. I mean, they'll piece together blocks to machine that are, it's pretty close to the size they need to save on material. See what I'm saying?
We're getting about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Short. Do you have a small piece of this stuff here?
I might. Let me look. See if I have any.
With your thing there.
I might have enough to do that. I might have enough to do that. Extra.
3/4 of an inch worth.
Yeah.
Just a little piece about 2.5 by 3 inches. Like 3/4. Make sure you peel the plastic off before you heat it up.
What happens if you don't, I wonder?
It's not good.
It's not?
No.
They need to make stuff that it's okay to do it.
Yeah.
That the protective coating. That way, once you got done molding, here you go. I think, see if that'll cover the back end of it. Oh God. How close is it?
It has this cut out. It's just a little
If you scoot it up more. Still off.
Yeah. I'd definitely do it, but yeah. So, can't 5-minute epoxy it on there?
Probably could, or C8 or something.
Yeah. What do you think? How did it turn out?
I think it turned out beautiful. Don't you think? Only thing is, you might bring it back a little bit. Bring it in a little bit more here. Everything else looks good. Yeah, I think it looks good. Let me knock this thing off on the bandsaw. I had to laugh on that video when you got the circular saw out. I'm thinking that's the way to do it.
Well, that's all I had. Wouldn't go under my bandsaw, it was too thick.
Yeah.
No, we're live to the world. You like spinach? All right, guys. Dan is cutting me a piece of. I'm talking to the. Dan is cutting me a piece of canopy material. Of course, all right. Uh-oh, you need something fixed. That's what you're out here for. Okay, let's see it. You gotta fix the kid's toy.
My hands just aren't strong enough. I thought if I could just pull it apart. Oh, there we go.
Have a nice day.
Yay! Spark.
Did he?
Thank you.
I bet he's a good toy fixer.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so now. Flat so we can mate them together. So, I guess, like this, will this hurt it?
don't know. You can use that to clamp. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I don't want to put a mark in this.
Yeah, it's pretty soft. I mean, if you clamp it lightly. Yeah, just don't press too hard.
Where's the belt sander? There it is.
And then if it does, we'll use the block sander too, this thing. Belt sander might be too aggressive.
I guess I could put G-Park in this, huh?
That'd be all right. Or,
To hide this crack.
yeah, or HTR 250.
I don't have any of that.
Put a high temp resin on there.
The belt sander is done.
There it is on the ground. All right.
Now I just need to make it flat. Oh man, another steak burger.
Dang it, Sparky, you're killing me. Well, at least the drill bit broke off where I can get to it.
So I still can't get that thing flat enough. There's a high spot in the center.
That neighbor of mine, he comes over and he likes to visit now and then. I like to tease him. I see him sitting out in the front yard from my easy chair. One day he was moving furniture into the house out of his trailer with his son-in-law. I'm sitting there watching him. So he's got this cabinet or something like this and he's carrying it. So I take my phone and I call him.
Yeah, you told me the story.
And I'm watching him and finally he's walking and he finally sets the thing down, you know. It's like, picks up the phone and I said, "Hey, what are you doing right now?"
Yeah, thanks.
I'm moving the dresser. I said, "Yeah, I saw you do it. Is it heavy?" I like to tease him. So then he sees me out here in the yard working or something, and I'll get a call and be him. He's the guy I was talking about doing that to. Now, you know what they say, you got to have a spotless, clean place to do this vacuum for me, because you don't want any dust into the...
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, how are we going to manage that, Sparky?
Clean everything up. There's an amazing amount of blue shit in there.
Yeah.
Now they could get this flat without a hump in it, it'd be great. Because of this oddball shape,
Yeah.
it rocks back and forth.
You got it?
I don't know. Close. Nope. See? Can't tell which one's dished.
Here's what I like to do. Here. Something like this.
That sandpaper?
Yeah.
Figure eight.
Here's another way you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't even care if there's a line there, really.
No, the line ain't gonna hurt anything. I mean, you're not gonna really see it when it's all said and done.
We'll just leave it the same full length. Seeing as it's your belt sander, I'll let you work their magic and get that belt sanded off.
You mean on this right here? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean on the part?
Yeah.
You're all right. You'll do good. You'll do good.
Just use 5-minute epoxy. You tried doing that with that little block. There was just no way.
Yeah. Boy, it's really close. It's just a little bit up here. Let me try this. Getting pretty close. Still off.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
There's still a gap up here at the top. Let me see some paper here. Let's try to do this. Let's get some material out of the center.
Glue it on and then bandsaw it off at the top and bottom
Yeah.
instead of sanding.
That bandsaw blade of mine is dull. This stuff, I don't know what it was. I hit a part of this thing.
Well, it's rock.
Yeah. There's something about it. It's sort of soft, but it's gritty. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's like you said. You've never seen anything quite like it.
I never tasted anything like it or smelled anything like it.
Yeah.
I know that's what was on the hamburger or on my steak now. It's this stuff here.
You ingested too much of it?
You probably had some on your hands or something.
No. I wash my hands. I'm religious about that. So I don't think you got it. I think it was a
Hamburger.
yeah.
Don't matter. It still was good. I won't die.
I think we're still in the frame, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Barely. Let's see here. Yeah, barely. 14 and 12. Nice. Sure is nice sitting. Okay, still sitting in the easy chair watching. Okay, great.
Who's that?
I don't know. Can't really see that good.
Said it's a nice day.
It sure is nice sitting in the easy
yeah.
chair watching you guys work.
You know, that's where I'd be.
I
I
know.
wasn't out here on this bench. I'd be on that easy chair.
But I can run you like this till midnight.
Oh, I could run you into the ground.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, don't let that easy chair fool you. Yeah, job I had it before I retired was like 13 hours a day. It was 7 at night to 9 in the morning.
That's driving.
No, that was hauling freight by hand. I did that just to get my retirement in. They'd bring in these young kids, and
Oh, I'm tired.
I had 2 guys working with me. One time beat cancer. One guy beat cancer 3 times. Another guy had 2 stents on his heart blockage, and they were both out working these kids they brought in.
Kids aren't worth a darn.
And these kids come in there and start complaining. I said, well, this guy beat cancer 3 times, and this guy, he had 2 stents put in his heart, had a heart attack, got in the truck and drove himself to the hospital and got a couple stents, and they're out working you. I don't know, that's about as close as we're gonna get it. There's just a little teeny sliver at the top. You know it? Fill that with glue. Trouble is, it's sanding more up here than it is anywhere else. Unless you can actually wiggle that base down a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys how we do dust removal out here.
And I'll be done. I think this beat needs some too.
What do you think? Does that clean it up a little bit?
Okay. Now you tell me if this fits. You just gotta know how to do it.
What?
I've done so many Harley heads getting them flat, I know how to do it. Here. Tell me, does that fit?
Perfect. Yep. That's like right on it. Yep. So tight we didn't even need a gasket if that was a header on a Harley.
That's right. Okay, we need some epoxy.
I don't have much 5 minute.
That's all I need is 5 minutes. That's all you got?
How about CA? Yeah, it will. Yep.
Next, CA?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. We'll try it.
It'll hold it.
Let's make a nice cushion between the two, kind of move them around.
Move them around and finally get them lined up where they're crooked and
Yeah,
kick.
that'd be good.
And then they're kicking.
Yeah, kick them off. Is this thick or thin?
I think it's medium. I think it's never been open.
Open it any way you want.
Look at that, I can't even see through these things.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I wouldn't do that.
It'll be alright. I've used this before. It's slow kicking. Now, you want this even with the bottom? Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kicking. That's it. It's smoking. So this will come out here, but it'll still be coming up.
Yeah, but I only need it
Yeah.
3/4 of an inch longer. So take it on the bandsaw. And
Knock that off. Smooth those sides down.
So now I got to go through the sanding again. But it's going to be worth it. Is when you don't have the exact material.
The bandsaw sounds like Screaming Mimi, doesn't it?
Screaming Mimi will wake you from the dead. It really will. So,
You know where it's at.
mute my mic. Oh, I'm out of battery anyway.
In other words, they can't hear you.
That's it. This thing eats the batteries. That's okay. I'll leave this here and I'll put batteries in it when I come back. So we want to set the batteries on. batteries.
I got some in the trailer if you need them.
You get exactly what you pay for with Harbor Freight batteries. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things you can get a deal on, but tell you what, more often than not.
Why buy Snap-on tools? Exactly what I'm getting.
You know what you're getting. And then also, you've got a warranty with it. You've got somebody that's going to stand behind their product.
Okay. Okay, we're back. You lost me for a while. But no loss to you guys. But Dan's gonna get the canopy full before dark. Looks like. I might get this roughed in before dark, maybe.
It's all right, we got big floodlights. Every mosquito in the neighborhood will be over here.
No doubt. You guys think you put a mark on that? Oh well, I'll look at the sand the whole thing.
What are you talking about? Yeah, it's just color. It's not really dug in.
Okay, is the belt sander plugged in?
No, vacuum is though.
Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sand it on that paper there to get it flat. We're gonna do this.
Okay, let's see. Here's my mold. You know, I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm just looking for a canopy.
Shoot, I dug into it here.
Sparky, looks like it might rain.
Tracking's a little off.
Feel the temperature drop?
Shit, I dug into it there too. Damn.
What'd you do, Spark?
I dug into it.
That's all right, sand a little more.
Here, you work on it a little bit.
That's all right, you got room to play there. You'll be all right. You're just gonna have to get out the fine grit a little bit. Here, let's go with this plane. Let me hit it with this plane a little bit.
I took a lot of material off.
Yeah, you got her there.
Oh. Well, now it's ruined.
Oh, no, it's not. These things here, look at this. You're good.
I'll let Dan, he's the master woodworker with his block plane and stuff.
I can finesse it.
Let him get it close. Seems like it's gonna rain out here. this your water?
No, you can have it. I brought an extra one out of the truck.
This one's mine, I think. It's cold.
Yeah, I know yours came out of the fridge.
One was open. I'm standing in the way of the camera. Sorry, guys. Wouldn't you know it, after I got it all sanded and smoothed. 600 grit, you gotta go over the whole thing again.
Yeah, just the back part here a little bit.
And where I dug the hole.
Yeah.
8 feet. Make it run on 2 cylinders.
Is it?
It is. It's only running on 1.
You think so?
Yeah. Guarantee you take a spray bottle and hit the header, one of them's gold.
I'll have to let him know.
I don't know what's causing it. Sure, it sounds like running on 1 cylinder. Isn't it to you?
Well, it doesn't sound very good. You know? I'm not sure why, but I don't know a lot about bikes, but I sure know when one sounds like it's right.
Uh-oh. That might smoke. I know a little bit about motorcycle. This plug would be worth $500 if you had to buy it, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get into stuff like this, it's handcrafted, handmade. Yeah, this stuff here.
I'll go ahead and take that.
But here's the thing. Let's say you spend all this time on the plug, right?
Yeah.
You spend, well, most of the day messing with this. Somebody buys 1 canopy, they pour into the canopy, they got this plug. And they spent 0 time, other than pouring the whatever they pour in it.
Plaster or whatever.
Or pour some high temp tooling compound, you know, high temp, like I'm making a prop mold.
Yeah.
High temp. That's the other thing you do. You make a casting out of a mold, or out of the plug you pulled. And now you're just kicking out molds one after the other. So in effect, somebody buys 1 canopy, they've bought your whole
Labor.
Yeah. So that is thunder. The only way to do it, if you're going to sell canopies, is just get these things out there and just saturate the market with them. And to be honest with you, once you get the plug, then you need all the other rigmarole.
Which I got. But who's going to want to buy P47 canopy?
Whoever bought the plans. Whoever bought those plans would want the canopy. Now, if I buy a set of plans and the canopy, the cowl, or whatever, the hardware that goes with it, I'd definitely buy it. And keep it all together, so if you ever built it, you know, you've got everything you need. Your hardware, your canopy. But you know, when I made this stuff, obviously you can sit here and watch this video and you saw me make a horn And all I did is put the lead outs and bush of bell crank. That wasn't even laying it up and prepping the mold and spraying the release in the mold. And
It's all labor intensive
Yeah.
stuff.
and the trick is,
Boy, the guy who sanded this seam really knew what he was doing.
oh, he did. You wouldn't think it looked like two people worked on this, the sander and the seamer.
Yeah.
But you know what, this thing is, I think it's a little thick anyway.
Yeah.
That little bit you sanded, it's all right, it'll all come out. I know you got it nice and smooth, but it's not far now. Like John says, it's only wood.
This is only plastic.
It's only tooling board. Can you smell the hamburgers coming off my grill?
Are they?
Yes, smell it. When I bought that at Goodwill, somebody had a hamburger on it.
Not really.
It's all burnt off now.
I'm happier it's longer now.
Yeah, I know you kept looking at it. It's like, I think I got it close enough where you can work that sanding block into it. Work that heavy sanding block in it. Look at this thing. It's just ready to cook a hamburger right now.
Where'd that sanding block go?
It's up on the tool chest. I'll tell you what, we're cooking with gas now. See if we can get a canopy pulled before we get rained on. Probably blow a fuse here.
And please do not call me or message me or whatever. I ain't selling canopies.
Yeah, he is. $2 a piece.
Might sell one for 30.
Hey, look at this plastic sag. It's coming out like a dream. Look at that.
We'll see. Gotta really sag. Looks like it's fine to do. Let me know when you're ready and I'll get the vacuum for you.
It's so hot out here, I'm surprised I even need the George Foreman grill going. So the plastic's tight and you see it start to sag.
It's all gotta be sagging really.
Yeah, and then it gets smooth and tight again.
Can you put the lid on it? heat in?
Look at my neighbors. He's telling me to clean up out here. He's thinking it's getting ready to rain.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
You got about 35 minutes.
35 minutes before we're getting rained on.
There's a big orange, red glob on the radar headed this way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm almost at the point where I'm ready to pack this thing up here. Thanks.
All right, just let you know.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the heads up, Dan.
Bye.
Bye, Dan. He said 35 minutes. There's a big orange glob coming this way. Well, I can see I've got imperfections with dust here, but that's all right. Like I said, I'm just going to see. I'm just going to see where the. Okay, come over here. It's getting ready to really sag.
That's it.
Okay, hit it
Where's the switch?
on the other side.
Other side. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That's it. We're not going to get one of these moments today. It'll be like 3 drops.
I tell you what, one day I was out here, I heard it thunder and rolling. It kept getting darker and darker. I no longer than close that door. Garage door, put the last thing away. It cut loose like you wouldn't believe. It's like, wow, you talk about timing. I was pushing it to the last second. So if you're watching on the video, you just saw how quick a workbench went back into the trailer. Didn't take long at all. Now back to this canopy. Oh man, you talk about beautiful. Look at that. For the first shot.
Any dust on it?
Well, I'm sure there is. I mean, but see how it formed? All this is going to be cut away anyway.
Yeah.
So there's the first canopy. That's not.
Take it out of there so they can see it. First, you might want to put stuff up. I'd like to hold it myself, but I don't know that when I have time. That thing's only running on one cylinder. The valve's not a latch.
Like I said, it's probably overheated a little bit, or
Oh, looks good.
it's got dust in it. But I mean, all I wanted to see is that it sucked down in form. I thought I'd get more of a web back here, but I didn't.
Because you got it really hot.
Yeah. Probably too hot, because if you look at it,
Yep.
it's, but that's okay. At least I know it'll form. And to be honest with you, I've used them like that before, you know, on a plane. It's not perfect, but
I guess I better put my plans up.
yeah, get those up.
I'm gonna see. I mean, I put the camera in 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How are you looking? Looks like
Pretty
it.
good.
Well, you know, see this stuff here? See how well it. Of course, the dust is on the plastic melted on there, but
You probably got it a little too hot. Sure, looks like it worked good.
yeah. Well, for the first pull, I'd say it was a success, you know.
Yeah, 40 more canopies to get one you can use.
Yep. I can use that one, but it's not perfect.
I'm sure you'll do a couple more.
I can see where there's dirt in it, you know, when I first.
Put these in the car. I just need to keep sanding on this. We're gonna be able to pull one for me, right?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just lay that thing up here. I got 2 more sheets cut.
And then I can go back or whatever, and I'll have a canopy. Hopefully. I would say that I'm pretty dusty.
Yeah. You know, the other thing, if it really starts to rain, we'll just move the canopy forming into the garage.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no big deal.
But it don't rain. It doesn't feel like it. It looks like it, but don't feel like it. What does it say?
Oh, they're just talking about the same stuff we talked about before. You already read all the comments. Let me see what we got to go here. We got this and this. So what do you think with that size canopy? It's pretty close to this. Do you think it'll fit into that box of mine?
Here's for the simple fact the way this is going to pull.
Yeah, it's going to pull easier than mine.
Yeah. out here. There we go.
Well, you're the sanding king. If anybody can get it out, it's you. One of the things we're going to do on your canopy here is we're going to take an airbrush or an air blower gun and clean out all this dust. Plug this thing back in. Heat up our George Foreman grill.
You get it plugged in?
I do now.
It's gonna be a bit before I'm ready.
That's all right. Huh?
Water be going. Okay, let's go down to 180. I had no idea I was going to end up going home with the canopy today. I thought we were going to do some molding, but I can do that itself.
Well, let me put it this way. You don't have the canopy yet.
Yeah, I will. You need to make one of these for yourself. You got to.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do for me as a favor. Once you get a canopy pulled, I want a canopy because I'm going to make a mold out of the canopy. You see what I'm saying?
I'll make 2 canopies today. If it's any good.
So that's how I can get a duplicate of that.
Yeah. Okay, we need 400 now. That's thick. Well, it's humid. It might rain.
Well, my neighbor called and said there's a big orange blob headed our way, probably in about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to refine this whole plastic loading process. Once I get that refined, and I'm talking about no screws, I'm talking about clamp-on clips, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes time to load the plastic, it'll be clamped.
It'll be like 2 seconds worth, huh?
Yeah. Won't be driving screws. The other thing is, let's say you get a canopy today and it's not perfect.
Yeah. We'll get a perfect one over John.
Well, what I'm saying is, if it's not perfect, if it's close enough, it'll allow you to build the plane and get everything cut. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be able to get to the point where you're actually building the plane. because the next canopy that you get is going to be the exact same size, but it's going to be without the flaws. So at least you'll have something to start building with. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be stuck without a pattern.
See that seam, even though you can't feel it, you can see it.
Oh, you can't, yeah, you can't feel it. You're not going to be able to see it in the canopy pole.
Like that.
Well, let me put it this way. You didn't think my canopy was going to turn out that good, I can guarantee it. You know what they say, Bob? The harder you work, the luckier you get.
The blind squirrel finds a nut.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Even a broken clock's right twice a day, unless you're on military time.
I can guarantee if you can see it, you'll see it in the mold.
Yeah.
Rain will wash it all away.
Yeah. Yeah, but trouble is the rain just makes it stick into the.
There's been many people that wanted to build this razor back
Yeah.
and didn't build it because they didn't have a canopy.
Yeah. Well, they know they know how to get one now. Hold on to your hat.
They really go, huh? Get my chest there.
You know the neat thing about this blower? Once you have it on your back and you shut it off, you don't have to actually take it off to start it back up. Well, these belt sanders were good, but they're nasty and dusty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Get the dust off the plastic.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually blow it off with an air gun. Got my compressor hooked up here.
Blow this off.
Yeah. Now see, even though I got that canopy, I can start working on that turtle deck.
I got dust on my hands.
Well, we'll see how this baby works.
Turn it around so you can plug in the vacuum.
Maybe we'll go caddy corner. What do you think?
Yep.
It's going to key in, but
Turn it around so you can get the vacuum hose plugged in on it.
that's all right. I come in from this side.
The vacuum plugged in.
Okay. Okay, get the camera over here.
Okay, this is our final pull today. I don't think we're going to do another one, but you never know. Okay.
I think like this will be good. Are you going?
Hold on. I don't know why this thing keeps dropping.
That's probably buffering.
Oh, I know why. We need to plug this in.
Oh, John Jordan's the one said he's sitting in the AC.
Oh. I guess I'm out of battery. It don't matter, you can talk. You're still on.
Yeah, I'm still being heard. Okay, so Spark, get that camera set up. Come over here, and I want you to flip this vacuum on when I tell you.
I need some batteries, some decent batteries.
Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Now you watch this just like I did.
Not enough yet.
I know. Because see, it's starting to move around.
Yeah.
It'll sort of tighten up.
Looks like water. There it's going.
What do you think?
Get it when you think. That's probably good enough.
Okay, hit it.
Pull down all the way?
Yeah, somehow we got dust somewhere, it picked it up. No, I mean, it didn't pull down all the way. See how it pulled up short? This one needs a bigger box.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, with all that being said, now there's imperfections in this thing.
Where?
Here. And somewhere else, like over here.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we just picked up too much dirt. It really has to be, that 12 by 12 box you have would be right for this.
Yeah, but I didn't bring it.
Yeah.
John's got a 12 by 12 though.
It seems like what I've got is working okay for my little canopy.
Yeah. I'll get one of John.
Don't worry, I got 4 by 8 sheets of this.
Yeah.
You know,
It's off the drop.
you can see that line there.
I knew you could.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be able to. I mean, that's not usable.
No, because it's not drawn down all the way. If that thing was sucked down all the way to the corners, you could actually build off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think if you go to John's and you get that 12 by 12 box, did you bring it?
No, I didn't think so.
No kidding.
John's got one
Okay.
though. This is a little bigger
Yeah.
than that. You'll be fine.
So do you have the plastic with you?
I have the plastic.
Okay.
Feeling a raindrop.
Yeah, we're gonna pack it up.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to be rained out. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, and share. We put in 5 hours today, so that should be good. I don't even know if you can hear me. All right, guys. Fair wind sight line. See ya.